Hey. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pressure Talk. I'm your brother Nilly Bay, aka Mr. 23 and 6. Naptown, stand up. St. Louis, stand up. I'm on my Dirty Midwest shit. We in the building. Hey, man, today's episode is going to be a very controversial one. Don't ban me. Do not ban me on no platform. Don't ban me. But we got to talk about it. You feel me? So, I'm going to play an audio. You feel me? I'm going to play 2 audios. And then we're going to get off into it. Because it got to be talked about. I'm sorry. You nobody talking about it. We got to talk about it. Let's get it.
Within the circulatory system of African people. Now you got 8 different blood types, right? You have O negative, O positive, A negative, A positive, B negative, B positive. Then you got AB negative and AB positive. So you got 4 different blood type variations on the negative side. You got 4 different blood type variations on the positive side, which gives you a total of 8. Now with that being said, let's deal with the origins of blood types. First of all, blood types, only one is natural and original. That's the O negative blood type. Now I'm gonna break down the origins of the blood type before I tell you the effects and the types of people that can have these blood types. Now, the O negative blood type comes from the African black woman, which you would call the mitochondrial Eve gene. Now, why is this important? Mitochondrial DNA is DNA that exists outside the nucleus of a cell. Once DNA becomes coiled up in the nucleus of a cell, it's called a chromosome. So let's break down. Let's get that understood first. Now, why is this important? Because all non-Africans don't have the mitochondrial Eve gene DNA. Listen, I'm gonna say it. I say it all the goddamn time. I'm gonna say it again. If you are non-African, you are not 100% human being. You are only 93% human being and 7% Neanderthal. Now, why is this important? Because only human beings, aka Africans, have the mitochondrial Eve gene. All non-Africans get their mitochondrial DNA from Neanderthals.
I'm finna pause right there. This. Now he said mitochondrial DNA, because I know some of y'all gonna get on here talking about. He said mitochondrial. That everybody else does not get their mitochondrial DNA from us. They get that from Neanderthals. I just want to pause that. I want to put emphasis on that.
AKA primates, AKA monkeys. So we do not have the same cellular, biological, or genealogical makeup or physiological composition as any other organisms on the planet. Now, with that being said, this breaks down the origins of the blood type, which it is confirmed by science that Neanderthals introduced infected genes into our genetic structure as Africans. Go look it up. So with that being said, the A blood type and the B blood types are antigens. Go look up what an antigen is. And these antigens produce antibodies that literally cause a blood infection within the circulatory system of African people. So when they say you're Rh positive, Rh is literally a medical term that is used to denote rhesus monkey, which is an actual monkey. Go look it up. So being Rh positive is like being HIV positive. I mean, you have it. So now, why is this important? Rh positive, rhesus monkey blood, comes from Caucasians and all non-Africans. So the A antigen comes from dogs, and the B antigen comes from monkeys. Now remember, African people, we do not have the same genealogical structure as Caucasians or Asians or any non-African. So when you go look up the genealogical components that compose a Caucasian, you'll see that they share 98% of their DNA with chimp and another percentage of their DNA with wolf. So this is where you get the A antigen and the B antigens from. And these antigens produce antibodies that literally break down the protein within the blood of African people when you have sex with them. This is a process done that's called red blood hemolysis, which I broke down what red blood cell hemolysis is.
Now I'm gonna continue this, but I'm gonna say this. What he just said is the reason why our women need to look into the idea and the concept and the creation and the application of the Rogam shot.
In detail in my interracial dating part 2. Say I'm not doing it now. Now getting back onto the subject. When African people were not sexually reproducing with non-African people, we were all O negative. We were all from the mitochondrial Eve gene. Okay? This is why they say in the Bible, everybody's a descendant of Eve. They're talking about the gene, the African woman. Now, when you look up the time marker in regards to the when A and B antigens manifest on the planet, you'll see they manifested approximately 6,000 years ago. Now, why is it important? This is the same motherfucking time Europeans and every other race came to manifest themselves.
Now, I'm gonna pause it again. Because again, I know when individuals hear this podcast, this episode, they're gonna come with whatever you're gonna say. He put specific things he's saying. He's saying specific things that you need to pay attention to. I'm gonna rewind it. Just a little bit.
Eve gene. Okay? This is why they say in the Bible, everybody's a descendant of Eve. They're talking about the gene, the African woman. Now, when you look up the time marker in regards to the when A and B antigens manifest on the planet, you'll see they manifested approximately 6,000 years ago.
Now, again, for the body, before y'all start to come into, look up what he said, the time frame of the markers. When did these particular antigens show up in the human species? That's all I'm saying.
Now, why is this important? This is the same motherfucking time Europeans and every other race came to manifest themselves physiologically on this planet. So the A and B
Facts.
Were introduced to the African by non-Africans. And these
Facts.
are blood infections which cause you to suffer from red hemolytic disease during pregnancy. So I also break down hemolytic disease in my interracial dating video part 2. Go watch it. But we stand on the blood types here. This is why only certain blood types can't give to certain blood types. This is why O negative can only take from an O negative, but yet O negative can give to everybody because of genetic engineering. Now, with that being said, continuing on, blood types are denotions of origin.
Now, I'm going to say this again. He's talking about blood types. He's talking about genetic engineering. Now, before any of y'all open y'all face and say anything about this, we know for a fact that genetic engineering is possible. We do it with animals. So I don't want to hear it.
Now, when you're African today and you go to the doctor and they say you got an O in the blood type and a B blood or a B blood type, this doesn't mean you're Caucasian. Because after this, I'm doing in fact, I'm gonna get it in now. Fuck it. You cannot have Caucasian in your family tree. Okay? You can't. There's no way. Now. You look up and all this ancestry.com and they be like your great grandfather is white. No. Well, you cannot listen. The European mitochondrial DNA comes from animal DNA. That DNA can never override the original genetic coding.
Can never.
It can affect it. It can cause infections.
Can never.
And this is where you see people coming out with the Rh positive monkey blood. That just means your blood is infected. It does not mean you're Caucasian. Two Caucasians can never give birth to an African, but an African can never give birth to a Caucasian, as I already broke down. Why? Because they're Neanderthal. We are not Neanderthal. We don't give them those genes. They don't give us those genes. Evolution theory is a goddamn lie. So now, why is this important? When people keep saying, I got white in my family. No, you don't. You have somebody who integrated into your family and affected your bloodline. And then when we want to go deeper into the bloodline, you get your DNA and your blood passed down from your mother. So if your mother...
Now, before anybody get on here talking about albinism, if you do, just know I got something in my arsenal for that. I thought that the Europeans came from um the albinos. But doing my research, I don't know. Don't try me.
I broke down in my interrelational dating part 2 video again. Go watch it. If your mother is black, you're African blood. You are African blood. If your mother is white, then you are more so influenced by a European bloodline, which means that you have been, for the most part, cut off from your original bloodline. So now when we see a lot of us, that's A and B blood type and this, that, and the third, that's because somewhere in history, we had grandfathers went and had sex with a white woman, and they cut us off from our original bloodline. And now we have become infected on a means of circulatory, on the level of the circulatory system, and become not descendants, but let's say diagnosed with the blood infection. So now we've been to a certain extent cut off from certain genetic memories and cellular memories of our ancestors because at some point in time, our grandmother was no longer black. So now I broke down the science in my interrelational dating video part 2. Go watch it. I'm not going into it again. Now that being said, let me give you an example. It's a fact that DNA stores all phenomena that you experience as well as spiritual and mental psychological understanding that you experience in your DNA, and you pass that down to your grandchild. So if I'm a black woman and I pass that down to my daughter, and then my daughter has some kids and she passed that down to her civilization, and that civilization, all the daughters of that civilization have another African civilization, and they pass that down. All of these civilizations now had a previous memories, cellular memories of their predecessor civilization, of their grandparent civilization. Now, one of these niggas in this civilization go straight the fuck off and go fuck with a non-African. Now, their offspring has a tad bit of his genetic memory, which he retained from his civilization, but the majority of the cellular and genetic memory information that the child retains is coming from the mother. So now, this mulatto child or Chinese or non-African, because you might have a baby with a Chinese person or whoever, whatever Neanderthal you don't have a child with, this child has probably 20 to 30% African cellular makeup, memory, and 70% non-African. So now this 70% also has the intel with the blood because your memory is stored in your blood. Your DNA is in your blood. Just like on a crime scene, you bleed, they get in your DNA. So that being said, now this is where the A and B antigens come in because you get your bloodline passed down from your mother. So if he was O negative and everybody was O negative, he just sprayed his ass off and went to the Caucasus Mountains and had a baby by somebody that's A or B positive or negative. Then now that child may come out mulatto. That child may come out with a tad bit African cellular memory. It may have some connection to its original family to a certain extent, but it now carries the bloodline of the oppressor because you get your bloodline from your mother. So if you have a child by a non-African, that child will carry the bloodline of that non-African if the non-African is anything other than O negative. Now you might say, Pharaoh, well, how is this O negative or this is O negative? Because all non-Africans were genetically. This is a motherfucking lie, believe it or not. So that being said, of course some of them are going to contain the original blood because they not only they've been genetically engineered by extraterrestrials which carry an O negative bloodline, aka Illuminati 13 World Bloodline families, but they did the same shit we did. Some of them white men come over here, have babies with our black women in the past, and they come out mulattoes that are O negative. And the mulattoes went back to white people and have babies who now carry the O negative bloodline. So we've been swapping bloodlines. Okay? We've been swapping bloodlines. There's only one royal bloodline, and that's us. And that has been usurped and hijacked by the Europeans to now, which today you call the Illuminati, who carry the royal bloodline. But we're the African people were the original bloodline. So they have usurped us genetically and biologically from our planet and our land. This is why when you go to any civilization in the world, you can find African people was there first, but we're not there now. Now you got.
All right, now I'm gonna go. There was a young seed. I don't want to say his name because I don't know, how things played out. But there was a young brother. Now I'm gonna go to an OG on the same thing but slightly different. And then I'm gonna tie it in. I don't know y'all like what this got to do with pressure talk. You're about to see.
in 1996. All right. What it said is this, and this is the mind-blowing part. It said that when they tested the orangutan, they found out he only had 3 DNA series. When they tested the gorilla, they found out the gorilla has 4 DNA series. So he's a little smarter than the orangutan. They tested the chimpanzee, which is an ape, and found that he had 5 DNA series. Then they went all into the different races of the world. They went into Europe and tested the DNA series of the English, the French, the German, the Spanish, the Russian.
Now, everybody he just named and he finished name on this is individuals who we consider in our country today to be white people. And I don't mean that to be. I'm not being racist, but This is what we talking about.
And found they had 6 DNA series. Then they put all of this, what they found from around the world, on a map. And this map really is called the intelligence map of the world, because they tested 116 different human groups and found their DNA series number. All of them, all over the world, have 6. And they put the numbers in form of a little flag that you can see on this map. These little flags have a color. And they show, oh, this is upside down. I'm sorry. Yeah. And they show that the English have only 6, and all into Europe, only 6. Went over into Japan and China, and they only have 6. Over into America, which is predominantly European, and they only have 6. Then they came to Africa, and they came to the part of Africa. Now, all the rest of them, they put in little flag colors. Those flag colors are orange and green, if you notice. But when you come to Africa, found out that the African people have 9 DNA series. From here, just below the Songhai Empire, down to the foot of Africa. All those 10 nations, of which African Americans descended from one of them. We have 9 DNA series, the greatest possibility of genius in our group. Now, it's answered this age-old question. How can a people survive being told they're nothing for 400 years? Never allowed to learn that they came from beautiful cities and told they came from a jungle. How can a people survive? How can a people become champions in everything they touch? Because they have 9 DNA series, while the rest of the world has only 6. This is why they copyrighted this. And you notice on the outside of this, that this map is taken, I took this map right from this page here, and I blew it up so that the world could see it. Even though this is copyrighted, I can't let you have this book because it's copyrighted. But when we broke it down and interviewed Dr. Kidd, the head, he's the chairman at Yale University. He broke it down into plain, everyday English so that the world would know that the African American is descended from those people who gave to the world the Great Pyramid, gave to the world science,
Facts.
A black man named Ahmose gave out
Facts.
to the world 3,700 years ago.
Facts.
It's in the world books. It's in the encyclopedias.
Islam.
They don't want our children to know
Facts.
this, because then that would make the playing field level for white children.
All right, now. Upon the body, I got one more. Just one more. Bear with me. And I'm going to tie it all in.
We remove reality.
Shame.
And we remove shame. So now it's like everybody is extraordinary victims. As soon as you say something, man, listen, man, you gotta stop getting high, man. You want some dumps? Come on, man. He doing him, man. Man, you can't just judge him like that, man. He doing him. No, you a junkie, nigga. You a fiend, nigga. You got dope in your body. You a fiend, nigga. That always been the story. Oh no, she just doing her shit. No, she's a whore. No, don't call her that. You can't. She doing her that. No, everybody got all these words to slide out of accountability, and they play victim. Why you gotta talk to them like that? Why you gotta? Everybody. That's why our community fucked up now, because can't nobody tell nobody the truth and hold nobody accountability is dead. We remove reality,
Shame.
and we remove shame. So now it's like everybody is extraordinary victims. As soon as you say something, man, listen, man, you gotta stop getting high, man. You want some dumps? Come on, man. He doing him, man. Man, you can't just judge him like that, man. He doing him. No, you a junkie, nigga. You a fiend, nigga. You got dope in your body. You a fiend, nigga. That always been the story. Oh no, she just doing her shit. No, she's a whore. No, don't call her that. You can't. She doing her that. No, everybody got all these words to slide out of accountability, and they play victim. Why you gotta talk to them like that? Why you gotta? Everybody. That's why our community fucked up now, because can't nobody.
All right, so the reason why this episode is so important for our people, and I know I'm probably gonna get dubbed as a racist, but that's not what I'm on, man. My whole thing is this here. It's very clear that in 2024, going into 2025, that information is being revealed that, in my opinion, is nature's way of telling us, hey, man, get y'all shit together. And I said it to say this, or I said that because of this. How is it possible for a medical industry that is very familiar with everything that was said in the first video and is very familiar with everything that was said in the second video, the second audio, the first and the second audio? Because I was watching the video, but y'all heard audio. How is it possible that we can go to a hospital that was designed for their structure, their bodies, their build, and expect to receive the benefit of what the medical or hospitals are for? Like, it's my understanding from my study of history, hospitals and the medical industry was created to cure illnesses. That was their pitch when they began to build that portion of their empire. We doing this because we have a better understanding of medicine and medicinal things, and this, so we can cure better than anybody else, because they already had, they ran everything. So now that we're coming into the knowledge of deception that has been performed on us. I played the last video for the purposes of putting emphasis on my people understanding that we need to start having accountability for what we got going on with us. The second audio that I played was an elder. And he talked about the reality of us having the greatest potential of genius in the world as a people. Never to be nothing of to the extent of segregation. DNA is what it is. We hold the greatest potential of leadership, basically. And reason being is we have paradigms, for lack of a better term, that everybody else don't have. Unfortunately, we haven't been given, or not haven't been given, because that's a weak term to me. We haven't demanded that we be able to express ourselves on our own. Everything that they do in every industry is catered towards the advancement of them. I played that because I need my people to understand why the world hates us. And I'm putting emphasis on that word. You heard what he just said. The world knows this. The Asians, the Arabians, the Semitic people, the Europeans, they all know what that man just put out there. They know this. They did the study. He put facts out there. We hold the greatest potential. And then you heard what the brother Young Pharaoh in the first video demonstrated. He broke down why there's a 3-point gap. He broke down why. But this ain't something that we didn't know. We've been knowing this. We just ain't never had it said out loud. And it's being said out loud now. It's being said out loud now. I'm trying to understand, like, let me stop using that term. Why is it that we continue to put our social development and conditioning and safety in the hands of people who only care about themselves? Why are we not fighting for the right to have our own on every facet of industry? And the answer to that question is accountability. See, before we can step forward and demand anything from them, we have to get ourselves together. We have to go and clean up the mess that they helped make with us. This is where accountability come in. We have to look at the ugly side of us and say, okay, yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, all right. But y'all know who we are. So we're going to go ahead, sweep it under the rug. It is what it is. Let's keep it pushing. And if ones decide to not embrace, so be it. Because at the end of the day, when we do what we do, if we're allowed to do what we do, you're going to come behind us anyway, because we're going to do the thing that not only you never would have thought to do, but it was the most beneficial thing to do. Because we're going to benefit the most off of it. And you're going to see the benefit of it. And you're going to want some of that benefit. And you're going to come and do what you always do. That's where we need to have an accountability conversation. Because the only way we're going to be able to say no is when we become accountable for our unwillingness to stand. That's the term I'm going to use. That's the term I'm going to use. Because of our unwillingness to stand. Listen, man. My podcast is called Pressure Talk for a reason. Any conversations that want to be had, y'all know how to contact me, man. YouTube, Derek Neely, at Derek Neely 4590. Subscribe to the channel. Like, thumbs down, comment. I'm going to respond. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Y'all know what it is, man. We in the building, man. Accountability. Let's see what it do. Hey.